So finally, in the middle, we've got, oh, we don't want to get in the shadow of it. Now you can't see it obviously, but underneath there, actually the other side, is the ECM, the electronic control module, or ECU as everybody, all the other manufacturers call it. It resides just in front of the battery, and I very bravely, I have to say, I very bravely took mine off and sent it to Hilltop Motorcycles in Leicester to get them to reprogram it, because the running in low revs was dreadful, absolutely appalling. I hated it, and it really was bugging me. My counsellor said it was a real first world problem, or stuff like that, a real first world problem, and so it is, but nevertheless it is a problem. And low rev running was appalling. It's a 1200cc bike, it should just cruise along, and well, it should pull the skin off a rice pudding at all revs, it really should, but it wasn't. So apparently they tune, well, all bikes really, but Sportsters especially, they tune them very lean to meet modern emission standards. And on the forums Dave will tell you that the Sportster came out, was it 1957 or something, and that was very closely based on a 1953K, and that was itself developed from a 1929 model, the engine. So you've got a very, very old engine, and it's a great, venerable engine, does the job wonderfully, but it can't meet modern requirements, and the only way they can get it to meet emission requirements is to run it too lean. So I got the electronic control module sent off, and they reprogrammed it. Don't really know exactly what they did, don't much care, but it just worked. And now it sounds much better, you know, potato, not sewing machine, as I said on the forums. And it runs so much cooler, it's unbelievable. I can touch the engine, both barrels, even if I just got off, and I can even touch the heads. You know, they're hot, but they're not taking the skin off as it would have done before. So when the hot weather comes again, that'll be much more comfortable to ride. And I was very pleased with that. I always wanted a stage tune, but so expensive, and you've got to draw the line somewhere, and this was it for me. So phase one was the end of it, was getting it retuned, and I was just chuffed to bits with that. I'm chuffed to bits with all of it, but that was great. You don't really get more power, I don't notice it anyway. Might be a little bit of top end, I don't know. No way to test that really without losing my licence or doing something dreadful, but it definitely runs so much better. I love it, I absolutely do. And that, it just works, it just works. And tuning, well, if you can't afford, and you can't afford a stage tune, that's what you've got to do, get it reprogrammed. Fantastic. And check that out. Hello. Hello, little fella. I'll pause it and do a drink, actually.